So you're thinking about giving up on Christ. You're thinking about returning back to Egypt under the dominion of Pharaoh, the carnal mind. You want to go back and serve him? You want to go back and serve the flesh mind? Go back to what exactly? Go back to indulging in all of the things that you now find disgusting that you used to do? You want to go back to that bottle? Maybe you want to go back to fornicating. Maybe you want to go back to being a glutton again, eating 10 cheeseburgers a day until you turn it into a cheeseburger yourself. Is that your plan? Your plan is yourself? Because that's what you're doing when you are going back into the carnal mind, because the carnal mind is death, according to Romans chapter 8, verse 6. You want to go back to serving that bottomless pit, which is your five senses, your lower body, your body consciousness. You want to go back to Egypt because there at least you say, like the children of Israel, that you had bread and wine and a roof over your head. Is the desert getting a little too hot for you? Is that isolation getting a little bit too hot for you? Well, that's that fire that we all have to go through. Book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2, verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men are made in the furnace of adversity. You are that gold. And you have that dross on you, and the only way to get it off of you is the fire. You see? And the correct fire that you need in order to achieve that is God, is love. That fire that burns in you. That fire that Moses came across in the form of that burning bush. You see, the fire is the Spirit, God, love, burning in the bush but not consuming it. You see, your being is that bush. God burns brightly in you, but yet he does not consume you. You see, we read in the book of Ecclesiastes that there is a time for everything under the heaven. There is a time to hate, and there is a time to love. There is a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. In other words, there are good times and there are evil times, yet they are both part of the same cycle, and they are both necessary. You see, that fire, that pain, that suffering that you go through, it is used to perfect you. Perfection means to be acceptable, to be complete. It doesn't mean that you excel in everything. It means that you become an acceptable man, you see? A perfect man. A true man. Or woman. But then again, there is no male or female in the kingdom of heaven. So you say that you fell again today. So what? A righteous man falls 7 times, and he gets up yet again. But the wicked fall into mischief. Is that not written? So you see, if you keep getting up, that means that you are that righteous man. You see, that right thinking man. Because why do you get up? Because you still have faith or confidence. You have confidence in God, in love. You have confidence that love outshines everything and heals you of everything, all of your ailments, all of the things that besiege you, whatever they may be. Is it not written in the book of Hebrews chapter 12 that our God is a consuming fire? Our God is love, and that consuming fire burns off all uncleanness out of us. Because you see, the uncleanness is not outside of us. It is not on the outside of the cup. It is not in what we do outside of us. It is what is in us. You see, the filth is in us, not outside of us. That is why Christ tells us to clean the inside of the cup, not the outside. But that is what so many people attempt to do. It is nonsense. So yeah, you fell. You just get up again and you keep that eye of yours, that mind, you keep it on Christ. In other words, you keep your mind on God's loving nature. You keep your mind busy with occupying and remaining and resting in God's peaceful, loving nature, which He sent into you, in your flesh, which is His Son. His own loving nature He sent into your heart, to Jerusalem. He rode into Jerusalem, into the city of peace, in you, humbly on a donkey, you see. And from thence on, He took your cross, your body, your being, your nature, and He exalted it to a place called Golgotha, which means the place of the skull, which is where your mind is, which is the kingdom of heaven. You see, Christ, God's loving nature, exalts your nature, the cross, into the kingdom of heaven, which is the spiritual mind, which is the promised land. It is in you. Trust in I am. Trust in God's love. Remain in His love. Know Christ today by embodying His nature. And whatever ails you today, it will flee away from you. Whatever troubles you, whatever enemies you have, they will all fall by the sword of the Spirit that protects you as long as you remain in a peaceful, loving state which is Christ in you. Get up again and keep moving.